Sean here with Spencer's Lawn Care. How is everybody doing today on this crazy, windy, freezing Sunday morning? Today's video, guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different. We always do our lawn care trailer setups. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my truck's new plowing setup. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, that's a good looking truck. So first things first, go ahead and peek into the back. What do we got in here? We got some extra lights down in here. A lot of mess, a lot of coffee cups. That's what a plow truck generally looks like, guys. You know, a lot of gloves, different places, salt everywhere, dirt everywhere. We got plow shoes over there. I'm not sure if you can pick them up or not. So I cleaned this thing up, and a few days later, it is just an absolute mess. We got some vest over here, ear protection, you know, for using a snow blower or a backpack blower or anything like that. So let's go ahead and hop up into where the magic happens, okay? So hopping into the plow truck a little bit more, I keep my controller in a few different spots here. Some guys will hang it on the gear shifter here. A lot of times I will just kind of tuck it down here in the seat. Personally, I like to have it in my hands. So the way I like to do it is I'll put 3 fingers in, guys. That sounds bad. So anyways, then I'll just strap it down so it's nice and tight to my hand here, okay? But moving on a little bit here, let's go ahead and show you what it looks like from inside of my truck plowing. So we have the controller up here. I'm simply just having it here to show you guys in the video, but we'll go ahead and turn on some power. Okay, now pay attention. See the little markers here on each side? Right now the plow is sitting on the ground, but we're gonna go ahead and double tap and you'll see it come back towards us, okay? Now the plow is all the way up in the air and pretty much just sitting there. This is great for transportation. You can go ahead and shut it off. Now you don't have to worry about if you bump this or hit anything. You know, the plow is not going to move. You are safe pretty much unless something catastrophic breaks. But yeah. Moving on here, you can go ahead. You can wing your left wing out. You can do your right wing out, okay? Just showing you guys real quick from inside the truck. You can put them both back at the same time. You can put them both forward at the same time. You can do, let me see if I can do it here. You can pull one back here. You can go, let me switch hands here, fellas. You can do both like that. You can go back the other way. This is great for windrowing. Going into your scoop mode here. And then you can go back into your transportation mode, like moving around or just simply V-plowing. You can drop it back to the ground, boom. Lift it back up, and you're good to go. That's pretty much the control. We do go ahead and remove this every time whenever we're not plowing, but I am getting ready to unhook everything and put it in the garage. So once we're done there, we'll go ahead and unplug this real quick and simple and take it in the house with us. These you don't want to leave in a truck. They draw moisture, and they're also known to be stolen out of pickup trucks if people see them. So as you're gonna see, there's a lot of mud in my floorboards. It's pretty darn nasty. And there's a lot of electrical wires just kind of hanging everywhere and, you know, making things just look really clustered, okay? So why do I have this one here? This one here is simply to keep my phone charged, okay? I can use my GPS a lot on that. So we use a lot of power inside the truck with our cell phone, so I have to have a charger for my cell phone. Down here we have the Boss salt spreader controls. Basically you're gonna click that on. That'll throw you into a real quick like burst mode, and then it'll kind of just level itself out. This control here basically shows how much. Over here you have a blast mode. So basically all you have to do is just click up on that, and boom, what it does is it just shoots real fast a bunch of salt. Like loading docks we use it a lot on. We'll just click it real fast and it'll burst out a bunch of salt, and then we can move on. But yeah, that's the salt spreader control inside the truck here. But for now, we have the Xbrite light up there, and this is the on and off for that. So basically, we'll just shove it in, and you can click it on like that. So we go ahead, and we just click that off. We leave that inserted. There's no point in unplugging it. It has no power. What is this wire here? This wire here is just simply for my audio. Runs up to my radio so I can listen to Pandora or whatever I'm deciding to listen to that night. If you're out plowing, guys, for a half a day, trust me, the radio becomes your best freaking friend. And tell me what you guys like to listen to whenever you're plowing. A lot of times I'll get into like some 90s, late 80s rap, early 2000s, some Eminem, 50 Cent, you know, take them to the candy shop, stuff like that. But yeah, man, music is a huge part whenever you're out here plowing and staying motivated and staying alert. So yeah, that's pretty much all the electronics, the controls, a lot of gloves, masks, things just to keep us warm, TQ stuff. But yeah, some more neons, a lot of dirt, a lot more gloves. So that's pretty much the inside of the plow truck. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I unhook everything. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we have the plow in here. We got it down on the ground. What we need to do is come in here, and there's these little pins here. You just gotta flick one over on this side, come around this side. Got another one right here. Go ahead and flick it. Now you're pretty much disengaged as long as that little thing there is lifted up. Okay guys, so with the control inside the truck still in float mode, now that you have both pins unlatched, you're basically just gonna come in here, bump it up. That unlocks the pins, and then push straight down. Now you have to do it like that so you don't push air into your lines here. Basically all of your hydraulics here, you don't want to push air into those lines. That's why you have to go up, unlock it, and then straight down. That puts it all the way down. Now all we have to do is go ahead and disconnect the electrical. Now your electrical here, it pretty much just hides up inside the truck here. I just tuck it up in the bumper here. So then all you got to do is disconnect both of them. I like to wear gloves here because I do keep these with a lot of dielectric grease on them, and they tend to get a bit messy. If you have any condensation buildup in there, dump it out. You know, no point keeping it in there. Sometimes snow will get packed up in, sometimes you're okay. But basically you just want to keep a lot of dielectric grease up inside of these here. Get both covers pushed on there, and then you just take those bad boys, tuck them right back up in there. Now the same with the plow. Get your cover on there, and that keeps all the moisture from going inside of those. And then I'll just take these and I'll just tuck them up there on the plow so they're out of the way. So now we have our pins disconnected. We've unhooked the plow itself and lowered it completely down without putting any air into the lines. We've disconnected our electrical, we've put our covers back on. Now, all we have to do is back the truck up to fully disconnect it from the plow. One real quick thing before I disconnect the salt spreader that I want to show you guys. So right now, if you're looking here, my lights are on, but we have no lights. See, no lights? Well, when they install your plow setup and your salt spreader, they put this little switch right here. So we're still in plow mode. We have to switch that back to truck. Boom, we restored all the lights back to the truck. All right, guys, TQ just got home, so I'm gonna have her finish doing the videoing for me with the salt spreader. Let's go ahead and hop into it. You wanna say anything, TQ?
What's up, everyone?
It's freaking freezing out here, guys. The wind is crazy as can be.
And I was filling up the gas tank.
Yep.
I thought blew me away. I'm not even kidding you.
It is crazy out here. Probably like 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. Let's go ahead and finish this video out. Okay, guys, this is the Boss TGS 1100, or tailgate spreader is what the TGS stands for. First thing you're going to do is come in here and flick this little switch over. Just like on the plows, you're going to go ahead and pull that over. Do not pull this pin, guys, because this thing will disconnect. We're going to go ahead and unhook our electrical here. One electrical plug. Disconnected. Now you need to come up here to your ratchet straps. Disconnect your ratchet straps that are connected down to where your toe straps normally go, or your toe chains. These big bulky gloves don't help. Got one there. And you got one more over here on this side, fellas. So now we have all the main connections disconnected. There's only one thing left to do. Go ahead and put down your kickstand. Now all you have to do is push up on the salt spreader itself to disconnect it, and it'll come right back down. Hear that little pop? Now it's disconnected. Set it down just like a dolly. You're unhooked. Roll this bad boy wherever you want to go, boys. This was the main reason I bought this salt spreader. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that, fellas. So there you have it, monsters. That is my complete plow setup for 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I took you inside the truck. I showed you how to disconnect everything, the electrical, all the components. So as always, guys, keep plowing, keep salting, freaking keep making money, boys. Let's go.